Do you find that you feel responsible for other people's emotions? Do you fear being misunderstood or disliked? Do you over-explain yourself to avoid conflict? Do you suppress your opinions in order to keep the peace? Do you feel anxious after expressing a need or a boundary? If you do, these are some signs that your father wounds may have turned into people-pleasing. And none of this means that you're weak. It just means that you've adapted in order to survive. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Beloved. I'm Sharice Rochelle, and today we're going to be talking about why authenticity feels risky when safety was conditional. We're going to try to get clarity on why father wounds often lead to people pleasing. We're going to try to get freedom from the belief that being liked equals being aligned. And then we're going to look at the biblical perspective for choosing truth over approval and some practical steps to begin living authentically without guilt. For many of us with father wounds, authenticity doesn't feel like freedom. It feels dangerous. When love, safety, or approval were inconsistent, we learned early to read the room, adjust ourselves, not to say too much, not to upset anyone, and to be who everyone needs us to be. And over time, that survival skill became an identity. People-pleasing is not a personality trait. It is a coping mechanism. And this episode is about reclaiming authenticity, not as rebellion or as selfishness, but as alignment with who God actually created you to be. So why is it that authenticity feels threatening with father wounds? When a father or a father figure was emotionally unpredictable, critical, withholding, controlling, or unsafe, we tend to learn that being ourselves has consequences. So authenticity then becomes associated with rejection, punishment, withdrawal of love, or emotional distance. And people-pleasing becomes a way to stay connected. But what once protected you is now misaligning you. Let's look at authenticity versus approval. People-pleasing says, if I'm liked, then I'm safe. But authenticity says, if I'm aligned, then I'm free. Authenticity does not guarantee acceptance, but it does guarantee integrity. Jesus himself was deeply authentic and not universally liked. If you belong to the world, it would love you as its own. But I have chosen you out of the world. That is paraphrased from John chapter 15, verse 19. Truth repels those who benefit from your silence. So here is something that many people probably struggle with. We have to come to terms with. We have to accept that not everyone will like us. Everyone is not meant to like you. This is one of the hardest shifts for people with father wounds because rejection doesn't just feel disappointing, it feels dangerous. But healing teaches us that being disliked is not the same thing as being unsafe. Disagreement is not abandonment, and discomfort is not danger. You are allowed to be honest, direct, different, and misunderstood because alignment matters more than anyone's approval. Authenticity is the true freedom. Authenticity is not about saying every single thing that you think. It's about no longer betraying yourself. And that looks like saying no without a justification speech, expressing your needs without apologizing, choosing peace over performance, letting people feel what they feel, and trusting that who you are is enough. For freedom, Christ has set us free. That's taken from Galatians chapter 5, verse 1. Freedom begins internally, long before your circumstances change. So how can we begin living authentically? 1. Notice where you abandon yourself. Pay close attention to where you say yes but feel resentment. 2. Practice small acts of honesty. Start with your low-risk situations because alignment builds confidence. Stop over-explaining yourself. You do not need to convince people to respect you. Allow discomfort. Authenticity feels uncomfortable before it feels natural. And anchor your identity in God, not in people's feedback. People's reactions are not a reliable measure of truth. Here's the biblical perspective. Am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? That is taken from Galatians chapter 1, verse 10. Scripture consistently points us toward truth over image, obedience over approval, and integrity over acceptance. God does not bless who we pretend to be. He blesses who He created us to be. Here are the reflection or journal prompts from today's episode. Where in my life am I performing instead of being present? Whose approval am I afraid of losing and why? What would change if I trusted that authenticity is safe? What parts of myself have I been suppressing in order to be accepted? And what would alignment look like in my relationships, work, or faith? Today's affirmation is, I release the need to be liked. I choose alignment over approval. I am safe to be myself, and authenticity is my freedom. Today's key verse is, above all else, guard your heart, for everything that you do flows from it. Taken from Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23. Guarding your heart includes refusing to abandon yourself for acceptance. People-pleasing keeps you connected, but authenticity keeps you free. You do not need to earn belonging. You do not need to shrink in order to be loved. And you do not need permission to be who God formed you to be. Healing doesn't make you harder, it makes you truer. And your truest self is not a liability, it's your superpower. So thank you so much for joining me for today's episode. Don't forget you can find the entire transcript on Substack, and you can also listen to these episodes on YouTube and major podcasting platforms such as Apple and Spotify podcasts. And please do not forget to subscribe, to leave comments, or that you can get in touch with me if you have any questions or comments that you would like to share with me directly at belovedwithcherise@gmail.com. Until next time, stay rooted in truth, wrapped in grace, and always remember that you are beloved.